Welcome to this week's Tuesday video announcements. I'm coming to you today from our sanctuary, which is all decked out for the holidays. Can you believe it's almost Christmas? I'm in here because I want to make sure you know about all our holiday services coming up, and especially our two Christmas Eve services. The two services on Christmas Eve will be at 5:30 and 7:30 p.m. The 5:30 is going to be a really super family-friendly service, a no rehearsal nativity pageant, and I think there are still parts in that if your kid wants to be a part of it or if you want to be a part of it. We're going to have the Christmas choir will sing some carols, and we'll do our traditional candle lighting and singing Silent Night and Dona Nobis Pacem at that 5:30 service as well. At the 7:30 service, we will have, again, the Christmas choir and our candle lighting, but it's going to be more of a lessons and carols style service, which is a very traditional Christmas service, but I'm going to throw in some modern readings to give it a little twist. So I think both services are going to be beautiful and joyous, and I hope you will be with us on Christmas Eve. We are also having a fellowship hour in between the two Christmas Eve services from 6:30 to 7:30. So you can either stay a little late or come a little early depending on which service you're going to. And we're hoping to have cookies and tea and coffee, and we would love a few more volunteers to help out with that. I'm going to post a sign-up link down in the comments for that. So please, if you want to bring treats or help set up or clean up, please do sign up for that. We are having services on both Christmas Day, December 25th, and New Year's Day, January 1st this year. Both of those are Sundays. The Christmas Day service is going to be led by Lori Goodman and Sharon Mikado. They've got a little bit more informal service planned. It'll be held in the chapel. And there'll be no childcare or faith formation classes that day. But Lori and Sharon are happy to have children in the service and would love to see you there on Christmas morning. Our New Year's Day service will be led by Roy Goodman, who will be doing his traditional end-of-the-year service, this time on the theme of prophecy, which is our January theme. So he's going to kick us off. And He's happy to have your readings or songs if you want to bring those with. He'll have a time for sharing. And there will be childcare available on New Year's Day, but there will not be faith formation classes. So older kids are, of course, welcome in that service. I'm going to extend a last call for the Cardigan Winter Weekend. Dick Widhue is organizing our annual trip to Cardigan Mountain. It's the second weekend in March. If you're interested in learning more about that or registering, Dick needs to hear from you now. His deadline is January 1st to reserve the rooms with AMC. So please do get in touch with him by phone or email if you're interested. And I want to make sure you have our auction on the calendar. So our annual auction, it's going to be an all services auction this year, no goods. It's coming up on Saturday, April 1st. So we've got a few months, but I want to make sure you save the date. Our co-chairs this year are Mary Beth Restivo and Jess Woods. They're really excited to begin planning, and they would love to hear from you if you want to help with anything in the auction. So please do reach out to either of them if you want to help, and start brainstorming what kinds of services you'd like to offer. There's all kinds of things you could offer, everything from pie subscriptions to themed dinners to sleigh rides to plane rides. So start thinking about what it is you want to donate this year. And finally, I want to mention here, I mentioned in the service this past week as well, that we're going to be experimenting a bit with Joys and Sorrows starting January 8th. In an effort to make that part of our service a little more worshipful and welcoming. So I'm going to be writing up something about that, putting it up on our website this week. Please look out for that, and I hope you'll come back in the new year ready to experiment with me. I also want to make sure that you know that our offices are closed next week, so there will be no Tuesday announcements, no newsletter, none of that. I'll be available for emergencies, but other than that, our staff is going to be off spending some time with their families and getting a few days of rest before jumping back into everything in January. The first week of January, I will be on study leave, so I won't be in the office, but the rest of the staff will, and so you'll get your Tuesday announcements with some special guests on that first week of January, so stay tuned for that. And if you have an announcement for that week, please send that to Sherry instead of me. I hope you all have a happy holidays, and I really hope that we'll see you on Saturday for our Christmas Eve services.